All right. So we're gonna have a discussion about the film 1804. We just finished watching the film,
Yep.
and tell me, I mean, what are your kind of thoughts about the film? My overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I would
definitely.
I would give it 5 out of 5 stars, me personally.
Definitely. I think it's something that it should be taught correctly in schools because I'm quite a bit up there in age and I've never heard of half of those facts. And they definitely are facts because I did research on it afterwards to make sure that, because sometimes you watch documentaries and they kind of skew everything and it doesn't sound like it's right. But I thought it was really interesting that the Haitians are the only slaves that actually successfully overtook their masters. I mean, they poisoned them, everything else. So I think there's a lot of oppression by white people these days, most definitely, with what's going on with white cops shooting unarmed black kids. And, you know, it's obviously white America, and it shouldn't be because there's plenty of African American, black people, whatever you want to call them, that were very successful in history, but we're not taught that, and that's sad. So I definitely think that it's something that every black person should see, most definitely, because I think that community needs to stop putting up with what they're given. And the only way that they're going to be able to fight up against this is to stand together, like the Haitians did. I mean, they knew so much about nature and stuff like that that they poisoned their masters, like by just using stuff with nature. And I thought it was really cool that um, they talked a lot about like the true African religion, which is not Christianity, it's voodoo. It's practiced all over Africa. It's practiced in Haitian. It's in Louisiana, which basically a lot of people freak out because, oh my gosh, voodoo, they think it's witchcraft and we're worshiping devils or whatever else. But that's not it. Nature gives you everything that you need to succeed. They're highly spiritual people. They but the majority of white people do not want you to know that, because when you know that, then you are more intelligent than them. So they slam the Holy Bible at you and all that other stuff, and it's hogwash, it's crap, it's lies, it's to control you.
Well, and then it seems like throughout history, even if I look at the movie, I can't remember the name of it, about Nate Turner, on how they used the Bible. If even if I look at black people today, um, somebody come through, shoot somebody, and they always want to forgive, or they're gonna pray for these people.
Yeah, yeah, like
And if I look back at you let me do something to a white woman right now. Hell, it could be you, for example. And they're not going to pray for me. They're going to shoot me dead,
exactly.
or worse.
I mean, it's like a double standard. You get every day you hear on the news about some white cop shooting a black kid, but the one time that a couple of black guys started taking out white cops that were doing this, they were like, "Oh, that's not how we do things." Well, that's how you do things. We're just following your example. Like, that's ridiculous. Just like that thing that happened at Woodlands High School, where the white kid, the white boy, Snapchatted a black female about something about the fact that um, I'm just proud of my country. We should have killed y'all and put you in trees long ago. Called her the N word, everything else. They didn't do nothing to this kid. Nothing. They took her out of her lunch or whatever. But they did absolutely nothing to him. Now reverse the tables. If that had been a black kid to a white female, they would have annihilated him. Like he'd have been hanging in the tree, because that's how double standard it is. And it shouldn't be. They say that, America's land of the free. It is free if you white and you got money, but isn't free for everybody else. And everybody had a huge issue about like the whole thing with Trump. Okay, the whole, you know, they've been doing this and suppressing black people for years and years and years, all throughout history. Do your research. Do not listen to what your teachers are telling you. They're paid to tell you that stuff. They ain't speaking the truth. I mean, the whole thing with, black people are always suppressed. But now that Trump is not letting all non-white people, now everybody's upset about it. Well, guess what? They've been doing this shit to black people for years. And nobody said shit about it. But now, since we can't have Pakistani, Indians, Mexicans, everybody else, now everybody's all upset and he's racist, da 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 da. Guess what? They all racist. almost everybody in power is racist to some extent. You know, what were you telling me the other day about that college student that she wasn't feeling good, she kept getting sick and whatnot?
Yeah, I forgot what school it was, but yeah.
Like Yale or something like that.
Yeah, I can't.
One of those
I can't
nice
remember
white
school.
Ivy schools, you know?
But yeah, the girl was sticking the toothbrush up her rectum, and
So it was a black girl that was getting sick, and she lived with a white roommate. And this white woman was so confident that nothing would happen to her or whatever else. She didn't like black people or whatever else. She didn't say anything. She just acted like everything was cool. She was taking a toothbrush, a white woman, college student, taking a toothbrush and sticking it up her butt and putting it back. And this black girl was brushing her teeth with that. She put this stuff on Instagram, everything else. Finally, the black girl learned about it. You know what they charged this white woman with? A hate crime, a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor. She could have killed this woman. This woman almost died. And you're going to give her a misdemeanor? See, all I'm talking about is it's about equality. If you're going to do it for this, you're going to do it for that person. It's absolutely ridiculous that the color of your skin determines your worth. That's bullshit. Color your skin, your economic, all that other crap, it makes no sense. It's what is in your heart. It has no qualms about your skin color, your religion, your sexuality. It doesn't matter. Equal is equal. We all have red blood. These people need to get this through their head. It pisses me off.
They're not going to.
And that's the sad truth.
That's not what it's about.
That's the sad
It's
truth.
about them being or feeling superior. Okay, so this has
Yeah.
been going on.
It's been going on for hundreds of years.
Yeah, if it was going to be any way different, they would.
You don't even want to get me started on the whole religion thing.
Yeah, it'd been,
Because
it'd been
that's,
different already.
read your Bible. You gonna be a Christian? I don't understand how. It's hard for me to say this as a white woman, but I don't understand how the predominant black people go to church and are Christians, because their Bible that they're studying and whatnot says it's okay to have slaves. You are worshiping the same God that made you a slave, and they're okay with it. I don't understand it. I could never be behind a religion that was okay with slavery. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Well, see, a lot of people don't even research a religion. If you think about it, whatever they grow up in or whatever their parents are is what a lot of people become. They don't question it. Well, my dad's a Catholic, or my mother's a Christian, or whatever. Hell, if I was in Indian right now, I might be a Buddhist. I might be worshiping a fat man with a belly poking out. Hell, if I was who are the Muslims? The Pakistans or whatever, right?
Muslim is they believe in Allah.
Yeah, in Allah. So
Yeah.
I mean,
But Muslim is like, at least a Muslim religion is to me better than Christianity, because they don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. They believe that he was a holy man that walked earth. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
agree.
that makes a lot more sense. But you have extremists in every religion. Obviously, there's Muslim extremists. Obviously, there's Christianity extremists and whatnot. But it just doesn't make any sense. It's like y'all are a bunch of sheep. Like, with all the technology that we have these days, all the Google, everything that you can possibly think about, you can research. So why do you believe what people tell you? I don't believe nothing somebody tells me unless I see it, like, multiple sites about it. But, they can't even prove that Jesus existed. He's just this visionary guy that's in the sky that says, don't do this, don't do that, because they holding you down. But, what do I know? I'm just an old white lady. An old white lady that's tired of all the bullshit crap. Racist, ignorant people. But definitely think that, one thing about the movie was that, didn't you tell me that, that when the guy that produced it, that they wouldn't even put it in the movie theaters? He had to pay the movie theaters to put his movie in the movie theaters, and they only did it for one day. And you know why they did it for one day? Because the government controls all that. And who was it that ran as a singer? Wyclef? Is that who? Wyclef ran as the president of Haiti. I know people say it different, but Haiti. And they almost killed him. What are you laughing at? At how I say it?
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Haiti? That's how they said it in the movie. Oh, anyway. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on 1804. I think that everybody needs to watch it and learn the truth and stop believing what these people tell you that are trying to keep you oppression, keep you stupid, keep you down. Because the only way that we're ever going to beat all this racism that's going on and all this non-equality is to rise up together. And I'm not white anymore, by the way.
What are you?
I'm yellow bone.
Oh wow.
I ain't gonna be white no more. White people are stupid. Yellow bone.
Oh wow.
Got my Bone Thug shirt on. Yep. I'm yellow bone.
All right. This is it. Signing off.
Peace.